Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever in the world you are tuning in from. Hello, and thank you so much for being here. I'm so excited to spend this time with you. I am Derek Nelson. As you know, you are in the right place. And tonight is all about celebrating Milestones. And Milestones is the name of a special new album that I have coming out in just 2 weeks. And today is the last day that you can pre-order it before it is available worldwide for streaming and download and all of that. But you can get a very special pre-order package that I've put together for Milestones. It's celebrating the biggest and best songs from the last 20 years that I've been making music. Oh, helicopter guy outside my window. He's like, congratulations on 20 years of music. What if he had like a little banner floating behind him? Anyway, okay. So who do we have? We got Allison here, Samnong and James, John, Michael, Mari, Greg, Shauna, Ginny, Amy. Gosh, we have an amazing crowd here tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in and helping me celebrate the last 20 years of making music. So like I was saying, if you haven't heard about it already, I'm doing this crazy bundle deal on my website right now where if you pre-order Milestones, you're going to get a signed CD, and it's a collector's CD. I'm going to sign it for you and mail it off. And they turned out really cool. I only have a few of these, and it comes with, get ready for this, a download of my entire collection of music, of everything I've recorded, everything I've ever made since I was 14 years old. That's included. And people have been really supportive so far, and I really appreciate all of the kind messages you've been sending me about this. It also is, it has a beautiful PDF book that I designed that kind of takes you on the chronological journey of how I came up with this music and what's included in the collection, and it's literally everything that I've ever done. So this is my entire life's work. Only available until midnight tonight. So if you haven't jumped on the Milestones pre-order yet, this is my shameless plug to tell you that this would be an amazing way to support me and get a hold of some incredible music, my entire life's work, that you can download and keep safe forever. So if you went to iTunes and tried to download all of these songs individually, you would spend at least $300, nearly $300 of value. And I'm giving you all of this today until midnight for only 49 bucks. So we are celebrating all night long with Milestones. And if you are a creator or an artist or a musician, I think celebrating our accomplishments and the things that we create is one of the most important things that we can do in our lives. And it helps the world see a glimpse into who we are, and it creates connections, and that means the world to me that you and I have this opportunity to connect through music. So first and foremost, thank you so much for being here. Tonight, I have boiled down my top 10 Milestone songs. These are the top 10 countdown, just like our MTV music days, MTV video countdown days. We're counting down the top 10 songs from my life that I've written that have made the biggest impact on me. And it starts with number 10. We're going to jump right into it, and I'm going to be playing excerpts of the song, telling you some stories about some of these, and I have some special stuff planned along the way. So without further ado, let's do some music. Oh my gosh, Jamie's here. Jess is here. Oh, cool. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. So if you don't have it yet, the pre-order is available on my website. There's a link here in the video, and dereknelson.com. Okay, let's do some music. And why is this a milestone? Next to me, Camille asked me this in the car the other night. It's the first track on the CD, and so we had the CD bumping to make sure all the songs work, you know. And so it's the first one. And she's like, "So what's the milestone on this?" And I was like, it features Roy Hargrove. Say no more. The late great Roy Hargrove recorded trumpet on this, and it was a crazy story. It was in the dressing room of his gig in San Francisco when we were back in college. I've had the honor of being friends with his brother Brian Hargrove, who plays on this song as well. And Roy Hargrove, one of my heroes, one of my musical heroes, and to have him on this track really means a lot. So this is Next to Me. You paint your body with emotion, with a little left to stain your sleeves. You're the kind of girl who's scared to ever see the spotlight, but once you're there, you never leave. Now we keep dancing around this prospect, crossing borders meant for friends. Well, I gotta admit that I'm done with it, and I'm ready to break that bridge, baby, even if it means the end. Oh, no. It's like being in love when I'm with you, and when we're apart, you're on my mind. Let's go ahead and deal with the issue, and tonight let's try to never say goodbye, because I don't wanna fall asleep if I can't feel you next to me. I don't wanna fall asleep at all. Sing it with me, here we go. I don't wanna fall asleep if I can't feel you next to me. I don't wanna fall asleep at all. At all, no, at all. Yeah, no, no. The morning after, what a picture. The sunlight sneaking through the blinds. With smiling faces, we fight for space among the pillowcases. Defenseless bodies intertwined. No, no, no. Just imagine life in the fast lane. Yeah, yeah. No, I won't slow down, no, stop and go. Get this love taking off like a jet plane. When you're set to get on board, baby, let me know, 'cause I don't wanna fall asleep if I can't feel you next to me. I don't wanna fall asleep at all. And I don't wanna fall asleep if I can't feel you next to me. I don't wanna fall asleep at all. At all, no, no. Please forgive me if I'm coming on too strong. I hide behind my confidence, knowing you've known all along that I'm a mess with conversations, but I'm messy up with patience. And so let me off the hook this time, I'll make it worth your while. Oh, I don't wanna fall asleep if I can't feel you next to me. And I don't wanna fall asleep at all. No, no, I don't wanna fall asleep if I can't feel you next to me. But I don't wanna fall asleep at all. At all, no, at all. Yeah, at all, no. Ooh, yeah. And I don't wanna fall asleep if I can't feel you next to me. I don't wanna fall asleep at all. At all, no. At all. Thank you. Thank you guys. Oh, the modulation. Jess is on board with the key change. That's one of my favorite songs I've written. So if you're just joining us here tonight, we are counting down the top 10 songs that I've written in my career that have made the biggest impact on my life. And so now I'm going to do something super scary. And this is, oh gosh, this is crazy. I don't know why I'm doing this, but I couldn't leave out the very first song that I ever wrote in my life. I was 13, maybe 14 years old. And here's a picture that I shared today. Oh my gosh, look at those cargo pants. Fashion just dripping off of me. Look at that. So that little guy, he wrote this song when he was 14. I was just coming into my freshman year of high school and had just started playing guitar. And I think songwriting at its core for me has always been an emotional outlet first. So all of my favorite songs that I've written have come as some sort of like emotional response to a situation that has happened in my life, usually regarding relationships, that has triggered an idea or a perspective or a way that I could share what I was feeling with other people. So I know, bring fetus Derek. I know, baby Derek, bring back the cargos. So imagine freshman year of high school, I had this huge crush on this girl, and for like a few years, and she was a year older than me, and we knew each other from outside of school. So we went to different middle schools, and then went to the same high school. So I was so excited once I was coming into my freshman year. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be at the same school as this girl. I have such a crush on her. This is great. The stars are gonna align. This is perfect. And so I had this plan to ask her to homecoming. And so I had my mom drive me to her house to surprise her, and I made her like park on the street so that she couldn't see my mom's car from the porch and everything. I had my little suit on, I had flowers, the whole thing, and asked her to homecoming, and she said yes. And I was like, I had died and gone to heaven. So a couple weeks went by, and I think I was like Johnny on the spot super early to ask, like before homecoming was really like in the conversation around school. And so it was very early, but I was like, I gotta lock this down. You know, I have such a big crush on this girl. This is my chance to like, we're gonna start our relationship, and we're gonna be boyfriend, girlfriend, and this is gonna be amazing. So she says yes. I'm at home one night, and I hear the phone ring in Rihanna's room. And at that time, Rihanna's room was right behind my wall. So I was at my desk, I hear the phone ring, and Rihanna picks up. And it was the girl I had asked to homecoming. And I hear her on the phone. I just hear Rihanna's side of the conversation. And she's like, yeah, no, he's really excited. Yeah, he is. Yeah. Oh, no, I'm not with him right now. Yeah, go ahead. Oh, he did. He asked you? Yeah. He's the senior on the football team, right? Yeah. Oh, no, I don't think you, no, I think he would be heartbroken. No, you have to go with him. He's so excited about it. Yeah, I really think that would be a bad idea. Yeah. So Rihanna totally vouched for me. I am just in earshot hearing this whole conversation that this girl that I had my heart set on got asked to homecoming by the hot senior football player guy and wanted to go with him instead, and was calling Rihanna to like see how that could go. And so Rihanna had my back, but nonetheless, it crushed me. And I wrote this song about it because then like the whole time at the dance, it was like I knew that she was being really sweet by like going with me, but she didn't really want to be there with me. And so it was like at that point in my life, the most outrageously painful heartbreak I had ever experienced. And loving my, my early guitar playing, it's just, this song came out. So I thought, what better way to embarrass myself in front of the whole world than to play back the very first song that I've ever written, which I have gone through great lengths to make sure it's not on the internet anymore. And actually, the only place you could get it now is as part of my complete collection when you pre-order Pre-order Milestones. It's in the collection, my very first CD I made. My voice hadn't even fully changed yet. So I think we're just going to play back this song, and you can enjoy watching me cringe and get super embarrassed because I haven't listened to this in years. So without further ado, this is my very first song I ever wrote and recorded about how heartbroken I was. And this is called Blame. Oh, and there's the album cover there. Super angsty. Okay, here we go.
Like I don't know you. You've changed so much, yet not at all.
Yeah, you
should have known better since the day I went without your call. You smile so nicely, too bad you fake it. Yeah, I had a heart till you decided to break it. Just give in to what you want. Is that so much to ask of you? Don't look at me, it's your mistake. And it's a shame that you're so fake. Wipe away the tears you cry and find where your dreams really lie. You always lose this stupid game, and things will never be the same. And now look around, there's nobody else to blame. There's nobody else to blame.
Okay, Ed, I think that's probably far enough. Okay, super embarrassed. Yes. Thank you for indulging me on that one. If you'd like to hear more cringeworthy music from when I was 14 years old, it's all there in the complete collection. And, I think it's important when you're talking about 20 years of songwriting, we got to talk about where it started. So that's number 9 on the chart. Blame. Thank you. Scott, thank you. Michael, yep, been there. Blast from the past. Allison, can't wait to hear it. Yes, I know. Oh, Ginny Ginny knows that song. Ginny is an OG fan from back in high school, so she probably even knows my homecoming date there. You're not late to the party, John. We're just getting started. Counting down the 10 songs that have made the biggest impact on me that I've written over my last 20 years of music. So, speaking of heartbreak, this next one is number 8, Heartbreak Lasts Forever. So we're just going to jump forward in time about, 10 or 15 years from little Derek getting crushed at homecoming. And flash forward to the most, the most difficult breakup I've ever gone through in my whole life. And I really believe that all of the adversity that we face in our lives, whether it's in relationships or in romance or in life or in business, it is opening us up for something better to come. And so a lot of people had emailed me about Heartbreak Lasts Forever. What's the story behind that? How did that come to be? And so I went through this really bad breakup, and it was 2011, 2012, and I got to this point where I realized that we had been broken up longer than we had ever been together, but yet it still felt really fresh to me, and I was just having a really difficult time, moving forward. And so this idea was like, oh my God, does heartbreak, is that just gonna last forever? And then this lyric popped in my head: if life's so short, why does heartbreak last forever? And I was like, time to write a song. So this is the first time I've ever played this on acoustic guitar. This is a piano song, but I thought it'd be fun to do just a little bit of a guitar rendition for you. So this is Heartbreak Lasts Forever. And thank you. Mari requested this. Kathy, I believe, requested this. Kathy, if you're here. And here we go. Walking away was the wake-up call I never thought you'd ever take. All I wanted was to let it bend, but you would rather let it break. I can't go on, I can't go back. I'm living in a constant heart attack, and I'm left hanging on memories and broken dreams and misery. If life's so short, how does heartbreak last forever? And if you love me back, why the hell are we not together? If I would've known that this was gonna end, I never would've opened up and let you in. So tell me now, if life's so short, how does heartbreak last forever? Yeah, yeah. Walking away, about to lose my grip on everything I knew about love. All we needed was a little push, but push finally came to shove. And just like that, I find you gone, and I'm supposed to act like I'm moving on. They always say it's difficult, but I think they mean impossible. If life's so short, how does heartbreak last forever? And if you love me back, why the hell are we not together? If I would've known how this was gonna end, I never would've opened up and let you in. So tell me now, if life's so short, how does heartbreak last forever? Yeah. We could call it a no-fault crash. We could agree that we moved too fast. I gave it up and I gave it time. I haven't gotten better, it hasn't been fine. There's only one question left to ask. What if you're somebody I don't ever get past? If life's so short, how does heartbreak last forever? If you love me back, why the hell are we not together? Yeah. If I would've known what you were all about, never would've let you in just to watch you walk out. So tell me now, if life's so short, how does heartbreak last forever? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The very first acoustic performance ever of that song. Heartbreak Lasts Forever. Moving on to number 7 on our top 10 countdown of the songs that have affected my life the most. This one is from the Derek Nelson and Family album Home Again, and it's one of my favorites on the album because I'm just checking him in the chat here. Incredibly good then, timeless now. Thank you, Michael. Appreciate that. Chris, thank you so much. Hope you're feeling better. Best of luck to you. I know you're in a recovery situation. Thanks for being here and for tuning in, and glad we could make some music and provide some positivity and some healing for everybody here. Oh my gosh, way to make me cry. Oh, thank you, Shauna. Appreciate that. So Runaway Soul. This was sort of the first song that, as a producer, playing all the different instruments, this was the first canvas that I painted, so to speak, that I felt like my whole sound, my whole style really came together. And to demonstrate that, I thought it would be cool to just take you under the hood for a second and show you the session of what I actually used to record and put this song together. So, whoa, where are we going? We're going to Trackland here. I dug up the session for Runaway Soul. And for any super hardcore music nerds or producers or music fans that know what we're looking at here, this is my session for Runaway Soul. And I record everything in Logic. And I thought it'd be cool to just take you through how I came up with the parts for this song. So first, I'll play you a little bit so you can hear it. Oh, beach ball. There we go. Wake up, put some weight on your feet, put some miles between. So here you can hear You and everything. Dalton and Rihanna and I, and there's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different vocal parts stacked on top of each other. But because we are siblings, I think we make it so that all of the deliveries of each vocal fill up all of the way, are so tightly aligned. Hear the mountains, they're calling. So it sounds almost like one voice. But enough of those. We're going to mute those for now so you can hear these guitar parts. Because the way I came up with this was actually like little puzzle pieces that all fit together. So it started with these chords I was playing. Sounds like that. Can you hear that okay? So then I added a higher part of playing the same chord just up higher on the neck. And then I added a lower part too. So this is all 3 parts now together. Playing basically the same thing. Just sort of strummy, chunky stuff, right? Strummy, chunky stuff. And then I had this idea for like these little lines in different parts that would come out. So just these little fragments of different notes and stuff that were coming out. And then check this out. Just little tiny guitar parts here and there that are all stacked on top of each other. And then of course my favorite, the harmonics. Sounds like a harp to me, love that. And then I played this like a percussion part on the guitar itself. And so you add all that together and it sounds like this. That's what I use to make up the basis of the rest of the track. So then as this arrangement progresses, there's moments where I brought in like these horn parts. I did all of these, like, check this out. This is me playing sax and flute, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like 10 different layers of these too. So you wouldn't necessarily think that, acoustic guitar and saxophone and flute and, these different instruments would all work together in the same space, which is why I was so excited about putting this track together, because it really felt like the first time that my vision for what I want the sound of my music to be all came together with all of my favorite instruments that I love. So if that's interesting to you, please let me know in the comments, because I would love to do some more behind the scenes videos about the production side of what I'm doing and recording and mixing and all of that. So if that's intriguing to you, let me know so that I know how to better make some videos that could, maybe help you. So that's number 7, Runaway Soul. Let me check in with you guys here. The sibling chemistry, exactly. The layers, I know, a little recording job, and tons of tracks on there too. I just stacked stuff up on top of each other. Rare view of the session. Thanks, Greg. I appreciate that. Greg is an incredible producer. We've bonded over, being in our little labs, as we call them, our music labs and making tracks. How many instruments can I play? Well, on that song, let's just bring it back up here before we depart. We've got, we scroll up to the top here. We've got, and these were really fun to do too. I gotta show you these. This is just Rihanna and Dalton and I screaming "Hey" from the other side of the garage. I should also mention the whole point of why this is a milestone is because I recorded this entire album in a garage. It was in my parents' garage. We did the whole thing right there in the garage. So Do not let this be a lesson. Do not ever let the space you're in inhibit you from creating the music that you want to make or the kind of art that you want to use to express yourself, because magical things can happen even in a garage. So what do we got here? We got drums. This is me on drums. Drums, bass, piano, guitar, electric guitar, sax, flute. There's the bass, keyboards. There's a bunch of vocals here. And then we got into some... Oh, and then I programmed a bunch of like synth things in the background. Glockenspiel. Man, the list goes on. But I play a lot of different stuff, and I love playing whatever I can really get my hands on, because I just think every different instrument has its own unique sound and its own unique voice, and I love just finding new ways to bring that together. So, Kathy, you're not late. We're just getting started. Yes, Mitchell in the house. Logic Pro X. That's what I'm using. It looks sweet. It's great. I use it for everything I do, and cool to kind of share a behind the scenes peek of how that song came together. Greg, you are too kind, man. That is so sweet of you. The man's a genius, people. I don't know about that, but I do love what I do, and I am passionate about creating music. So that being said, let's keep it going here. Number 6 in our top 10 countdown. We're walking down the top 10 songs in my life that I've written in the past 20 years that have made the biggest impact on me, and coincidentally have also made a big impact on other people like you as well. And I've been getting amazing messages all week since I've been doing this this promotion for Milestones, which if you pre-order now, the pre-order is only available until midnight. If you pre-order now, you're going to get a downloadable collection of everything I've ever recorded since I was 14. So it's over 200 songs. So check it out. But this next one, Call Me When You're Home, we'll go straight from behind the scenes in Logic to a little quick guitar lesson here. To write this, the reason this is a milestone is, number one, because it was one of the standout songs, in my opinion, on Songs About Winter, which was my winter concept album that was sort of a alternative to a Christmas CD. I didn't want to do like a Christmas album with like Frosty the Snowman and like, you know, all these Here Comes Santa Claus. But I do love the season of winter, and so trying to find new ways to create songs that tell a story about the feeling of winter and everything that goes with that was sort of the point of departure for Songs About Winter. What a clever title, Songs About Winter. Anyway, so Call Me When You're Home. Oh my gosh, Jess says this is her absolute fave. Emily's here. Hi, Emily. Will, what's up, brother? Thank you for being here. So I've just detuned our top string here. And then I'm just doing finger picky. And this was sort of one of the first songs I wrote that was real finger pick intensive. I love being able to strum, but the finger picking was sort of a new level, and especially the bridge. We do a little right hand situation. And then that is, I've got my thumb under here doing some little thumb magic that you don't see. So the right thumb is going while we're holding this chord. Really easy to mess it up if your hands are cold or if you're nervous, or, you know. So once people were like, oh, I love that one, can you do it live? I was like, oh gosh, I should have made it a little bit easier. Anyway, I digress. This is from Songs About Winter, Call Me When You're Home.
The wind is biting at the door. It's never been this bad before. It's late, the streets a sheet of ice. Wouldn't staying here be so nice?
This place was built for two. What we do is up to you. But if you have to go, won't you please drive slow? And call me when you're home. Just call me when you're home. I'm waiting for you to admit that we've become a perfect fit. Tracing each freckle on your face, safe by the glowing fireplace, drawing out long goodbyes. Can't bear to leave your eyes, but if you really gotta go, won't you please drive slow? And call me when you're home. Just call me when you're home. Everyone's talking about the weather like it's front page news, but my interpretation is the headlines, me and you. So come a little nearer, let me hold you close. I don't ask for much, so if you go, call me when you're home. Just call me when you're home. 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 Call me when you're home, right there. And let's get this back in tune. There it is. Perfect. Okay. Moving right along. Thank you, everybody. Oh, we got some people in the chat. Let me check in. Emily, good to see you too. Thanks for being here. Will, this song has got me through some of the hardest days. Thank you for this beautiful song. Thank you, Will. That means the world to me, dude. That's incredible. That's like why I do what I do. Ryan 5500, how much would you charge to do guitar lessons? Oh, and then we have Sosh jumping in. What's up, Sosh? Guitar lessons from Derek would be amazing. True. Guys, I want to tell you, I am putting together an online guitar program, and I'm trying to figure out how to best make it the coolest experience possible, so that if you're interested in guitar and you want to get better and you want to get rid of that like beginner sound and start playing chords that sound more advanced and more inspiring and beautiful and make you want to write stuff and play stuff, I would love to be your instructor and show you how to do that. If you have some ideas of what would be great to include in this program, I would love to hear from you. So please send me an email, derek@dereknelson.com. This is a brand new program I'm putting together, and I want to help as many people as possible become better guitar players, especially if you're a singer-songwriter like me. That's why I got into guitar. So it's not like going to be a program to teach you like, here's how to shred. It's going to be like, here's how to sound like you know what you're doing and play beautiful stuff without it hurting your fingers, being frustrating, feeling stagnant, feeling stuck. So if that's something you're interested in, I would love to work with you, and I would love to hear from you what your biggest struggle is with guitar. So send me an email. Let me know. I can follow up with you on that. My mom is here. Hi, Mom. Hopefully you can see me and hear me okay. I shaved for this, Mom. You'd be so proud. Okay. Dale Hickman in the house. Cool. Malia. I haven't talked to Malia in a minute. I'm currently making a video game for my capstone project. We have a guy doing the music for it that is in the commercial music program. He does some really good work and reminds me of you. Well, if he doesn't work out for you, one of my dreams in life is to do music for a video game. So hit me up. I would love to help out. Yes, Jamie Holcomb is here. She has a brand new single coming out, you guys. We just recorded vocals on it yesterday. An incredible artist that I've been working with. She started her guitar journey from not knowing really any chords or how to play or anything. And she called me and said, I want to learn guitar. Would you be willing to teach me? And so in just 3 short months, she went from no guitar at all to not only writing her own song, but writing her own song on the guitar and recording it with her playing guitar, singing, the whole thing. It's going to be an amazing song. We can't wait to share it, and I'll give you more info on that. So yeah, no death metal tips in that program. No butt rock happening here in in this little corner of the internet. But there's plenty of places, I'm sure, where you can find what you're looking for. Okay, moving on. Speaking of guitar, number 5, we're counting down the top 10 songs. If you're just joining us, top 10 songs that are milestone songs for me that have made the biggest impact on my career and on my life. So number 5, speaking of songs about winter, a song called Silver Snow. And this is sort of an epic journey. This is a milestone because it's one of the first like long form songs that I've ever written. And once again, I wrote it with a pretty unique, in a pretty unique way, which was I recorded it as I wrote it, and stacked, like I showed you in my program there, stacked all these layers of vocal parts and different doubles of instruments. And the biggest thing that I did, and hold on, I just got to bring this up real quick because you guys are going to love this. Check out that guitar from our little guy playing Blame. Here it is. This is it. My first guitar that I ever got. And speaking of guitar and guitar lessons, this was my very first guitar. Mom was there to help me pick it out. She said if I really wanted to play guitar, I was begging her, can we get a guitar? I want to get a guitar. She said if it's something you really want, like you already have a saxophone, you're already, doing all these, musicals and plays, and you're in classes, and if that's something you really want, then you got to save up your allowance and we'll split it. So we did. I saved up $100 in order to buy this guitar with Mom, and still have it to this day. And it's sort of like if you're in any trade, your tools, as you get more experience, you want specific things that do different things to help you advance your trade. And so I soon outgrew this guitar, but I will never part with it. And one of the coolest things that I did to sort of repurpose it so that I can still use it is I strung it with different strings, which is called high strung. It's like a Nashville style thing. And so if you notice, I'm just going to play this one. Right? And now listen to this. You hear the difference? So all we've done is taken the bottom 4 strings, and they're up an entire octave. So it's all, I don't know if you can see, you can't really see it, but it's all really thin strings. And so it gives it almost like this 12-string ethereal, beautiful high-end sparkle to it. And so that's what I did to write Silver Snow. And all I'm doing is playing this A major 9 chord up here. And then guitars have what's called harmonics, which is halfway between the string. You have this point where it's like the exact midpoint, like the node of the wave. And it creates, if you just barely touch it, what's called harmonics. So I just took advantage of that. And if you just smack the guitar right there on that spot, you can kind of start to hear that sparkle come out. And so I was like, and there's Silver Snow. scent of pine surrounding you and I. By the fireside, you're falling asleep. Wondering if this'll be the real thing, as I sip slow on some hot echinacea tea. As the woods outside fill up with silver snow, Silver Snow, there you have it. So if you have some old instruments lying around, don't lose hope. You can repurpose them in interesting ways to still get a lot of life out of them. So just a little mini guitar lesson there. Let's keep it going though. Checking in with you guys. Everyone doing okay? Everyone good? We just got, oh man, we're running out of time here. We got to burn through our last 4 songs here in our top 10 countdown. Oh my gosh, Sonic. Yes, I love Sonic. Silver Snow holds such a special place in my heart. Yes, me too. And the candle. Yes, and I did the Silver Snow candle. Thank you guys who got the candle. I appreciate that. Does Rihanna or Dalton play instruments? Rihanna plays a little bit of piano and she plays flute. She's an incredible flute player, and she's been playing ukulele. And then Dalton doesn't really play any instruments. He plays a little bit of piano, but he's very much in like the technical side of things. So he's great with computers and video editing and all of that. But moving forward to our number 4 spot in our countdown, I got this lovely email. Please play for the broken hearts all over the world. And by the way, one of my favorite songs from your Milestones, The Way It's Gonna Go. This song pushes away the dark clouds and lets the sunshine into my heart. Can't wait for it. Have a wonderful show tonight and so much fun. I'll see you. Your big fan from Germany, Cordy. Cordy, I know you're tuning in because she sent me an email. And they've got the show on their TV. So shout out to anyone who's watching this on your TV right now. I freaking love it. That's amazing. This is The Way It's Gonna Go. Sort of circling back to that bad breakup. This was the aftermath of realizing, like, what is the point? What is it all for? It's for a greater purpose, which is something that Rihanna said to me on the phone when I was, sort of complaining about where I was at. And she said, Derek, don't worry. It's going to go the way it's going to go. Like, things are going to work out the way they're supposed to. And I was like, well, what'd you say? She's like, it's going to go the way it's going to go. I was like, be right back. Gotta write a song. So this is a little bit of The Way It's Gonna Go. And why is this a milestone? Well, it was my worst breakup of my entire life. And then I entered this song into an international songwriting competition, and it won first place. So I won an international award for this song, and it just goes to show that if you put emotion, if you put your heart into whatever it is, good things will happen.
Woke up with the sunrise, crossing the plain. Drove to the station to catch the train. But I'm still dreaming of you in my arms. Well, old South Dakota was good to me, giving me love real as could be. So tell me how I wound up here alone. It's gonna go the way it's gonna go. It's gonna go the way it's gonna go. It's hard when it's not working out to ever really know. But it's gonna go the way, and it's gonna go the way. It's gonna go the way it's gonna go.
Number 4, The Way It's Gonna Go. Another one of my favorites. Shameless plugging that song and Heartbreak Lasts Forever. Yeah, they kind of go hand in hand in my mind, just because they were about kind of my same experience there at that point in my life. You have made my day, Derek. You have made my day by being here, everybody. Thank you, Mari. Appreciate that. Is Dancing in the Living Room in the top 10? It's not in the top 10 tonight, but it is on Milestones. It definitely has a place, an important place in my life, and I will never forget writing that with all of my friends in the writing tank together. But our number 3 tonight in the top 10 of the songs that have made the biggest impact on my life, a song called Take Chances, which I wrote for the commencement ceremony for my alma mater, the University of Southern California, to represent the graduating class of 2011. And it was a huge honor and a huge responsibility to try to figure out what I could possibly say. And this was what I came up with. And it helped create a mantra for me in my life that I live by to this day. It's what allowed me to launch a tour of the same name, the Take Chances Tour, which I know some people tuning in tonight, we met on that tour, which is incredible. And so to get to be a part of your life for this long is really cool. Scott, I've got an old DN song on my media server called Space. Yes, Space by My Side. Yes, had it for years. So that's in the collection. Again, if you pre-order now until midnight, we've got the sale going on until midnight, and then it's gone forever. But if you pre-order Milestones now, you're going to get to download my entire collection of all of the music I've ever made. All my covers, unreleased tracks, instrumental stuff, originals you've never heard before, and all my old stuff from when I was in high school as well. So here's a little bit in celebration of our number 3 spot, a little bit of Take Chances.
If to you money's no object, how you gonna learn what it really means to spend and what it means to earn? And if to you time has no value, when you're gonna see what it really means to work and what it means to work for free? I've been thinking a lot about the things I've gotten, how I trade them for a shot to change the world. I don't know what life's bringing, but I'll go down swinging. If it's bringing a fight, then fight on. Everybody wants to take chances, but nobody wants to be let down. We stay lost if we don't take chances, when all we want is to be found. It's not about the destination, oh, it's all about the trip you take to make it to the edge. Now you're looking out into the valley at the future of your life.
Well, I hope you're not scared of heights. Everybody wants to take chances, but nobody wants to be let down. We stay lost if we don't take chances, when all we want is to be found. Take chances. We just have a few minutes left, my friends. Thank you so much for being here. We are down to our last two songs tonight. And let me check in with the chat here. Can we take bets on number one? You can absolutely play some bets. I would love to hear if anyone has an idea of what they think my number one song that has changed my life the most is. We got some people who have to jump off here. We got two songs left, everyone. Just a few more minutes, and then I'll let you get on with your Thursday evening. And we got some correct answers here in the chat already, so let's keep it going. Our number two song has to do with relationships, which is probably the biggest thing that I've written songs about. And a huge milestone for me was getting married 2 years ago to my incredible wife, Camille. And this was the song I chose to kind of represent my relationship with her. And it was tough to try to just pick one because I ended up doing an entire album of songs about the journey that we went on to go from meeting each other to realizing that we were going to spend the rest of our lives together. And especially knowing how involved music is in my life and songwriting is in my life, it was really cool to tell that story in a lot of different ways through these different songs. So one of the songs on this album I did, which is called Pacific Madrona, is the name of the album, and it's a really intimate acoustic album that I wrote for Camille. One of my songs that's on there is My Vows. I wrote my vows in song form. You would expect nothing less from me. So I was like, shit, do I need to put my vows in the top 10? Like, that's huge. And I chose this song instead to sort of represent that, because engraved in our wedding rings, it says all the time inside. And a lot of people don't know that. But it's just a great reminder about the forces of love being forces that are immovable and uncontrollable. And while we have a decision of what choices we make with that love, the falling in love part is immune to intervention, as I say in the song lyrics, like the pulling of the moon on ocean tides. So this is a little bit of All the Time. She'd be in good company on the pages of a magazine, but she doesn't care for fame. She doesn't care for fame. She gently made her way into the solitary life I knew, and now I'll never be the same. I'll never be the same. Beautiful things don't ask for much attention, but somehow she is always on my mind. Falling in love is immune to intervention, like the pulling of the moon on ocean tides. You can't help who you love, and I can't help but love her all the time. No, you can't help who you love, and I can't help but love her all the time. All the time. For my little wifey, Camille. Yay! She's in the other room like... Okay, my friends. we've made it to our number one song tonight. Thank you so much for being here and for tuning in. And for those of you that have already purchased and pre-ordered the Milestones bundle, I want to say a personal thank you for directly supporting me. This helps me continue my dream of making music and sharing it with the world. And it's really special to me to be able to go back through the archives and put together this whole collection of all of this music that I've made and put it out there. It's been a vulnerable thing to do, and to know that people have been really excited about it it means a lot to me. So thank you. And if you have not pre-ordered Milestones yet, you have until midnight tonight, and then I am taking this down. You will never see an offer like this at this low of a price. Pre-ordering immensely helps me. This is just me here. I'm a small independent artist. And when you pre-order, you're going to get the signed CD, the album download, my entire complete collection of music, and that beautiful PDF. So I would be so honored if you supported me, and the link is right here in the video, and DerekNelson.com will get you where you need to go. And remember, you have till midnight tonight. So if you haven't jumped on it yet, it would mean a lot to me if you did, and I don't want you to miss out on this opportunity. So without further ado, we have gotten to our final song tonight. Barry Harris is here. Oh my gosh, Barry, hello. Thank you for being here. I saw your order come through right before I jumped on live here. Barry and I went to school together. He's an incredible musician, businessman, mentor, arranger, educator. I mean, Barry does it all. And if you don't know his stuff, you got to check him out. He says, I have enjoyed hearing all of these songs tonight. I already know that we'll be back in 20 years. Enjoy the songs you write in the next 20. Yes. And Barry, maybe one or two of those needs to be a collab. I don't know. What do you think? If you guys want to do some collaborations, reach out to me anytime, because that's something I'd love to make happen. Those of you who have been guessing 3 Deep Breaths, bingo. The number one song that has changed my life is 3 Deep Breaths. And this is a song I wrote with Rihanna and Dalton in mind. And it's what helped us launch our sibling trio project, Derek Nelson and Family, which has to date been the most special, sacred, coolest opportunity that I've ever had to do music. And I cherish that chapter of my life so much. And we opened every show. We played over 200 shows across the country. We traveled internationally to Moldova, Ukraine, Albania. We were scheduled to go to Egypt and Eritrea right when the pandemic hit. And so unfortunately that really pivoted us to separate and kind of carve our own new paths here. But this will always be a super special song to me, just because of the memories that I have with it and the fact that it represents the three of us. And my siblings are some of the people closest to me that will forever have such a special place in my heart. And I know that the love that we have for each other has also resonated with a lot of people who have heard our music or seen our videos or come to our shows. And a lot of the people here tonight, you've seen us, or you know us, or we've met. And so to know that this song has also made an impact on other people. I've gotten incredible messages about people who have told me this has gotten them through really tough things in their life, really dark days, really dark times. And so the power that music has to heal, to uplift, to move us is a really special thing. And it's a unique aspect of the art form of music that I love most about songwriting. So looking back on the 20 years of writing music, that's my biggest takeaway, is the impact that it makes on you and the connection that you and I have to each other because of that. And 3 Deep Breaths is a wonderful example of that. So without further ado, to sign us off for tonight, I'm going to play 3 Deep Breaths, but I want to thank you all for being here. I want to thank you for being a part of my journey and a part of this whole adventure. And again, thank you personally from the bottom of my heart for supporting me with this whole Milestones project and pre-ordering and sharing and the messages you've sent me about it. It really, it fills my heart beyond belief. And I just want to let you know how much that means to me. So, and again, if you haven't gotten Milestones, you got till midnight tonight to make it happen. And until next time, here's 3 deep breaths.
Here along the highway, there's a rhythm to the day. And if you listen to it sideways, it'll almost slip away. If you're searching for a purpose and a God that doesn't speak, well, you'll realize that it's all one big game of hide and seek. So where do we go? And what were you hoping for? Everything is gonna be alright. Let go of the troubles on your mind. It only takes 3 deep breaths and a beat in your chest to know that you'll start over again. Everybody's working to make it up the hill. Every day's an opportunity. Do with it what you will. Well, it's all about the balance. It's all about the pace. If you only see the finish, you're gonna miss out on the race. So where do we go? What were you hoping for? Everything's gonna be alright. Let go of the troubles on your mind. It only takes 3 deep breaths and a beat in your chest to know that you'll start over again. Yeah. Use me as an armrest, I'll use you as a crutch. We all need someone to lean on, even if it don't mean much. So love me like a brother, you can love me like a friend. But one way or another, I'm gonna love you till the end. Everything is gonna be alright. Let go of the troubles on your mind. It only takes 3 deep breaths and a beat in your chest to know that you'll start over, to know that you'll start over, to know that you'll start over again.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in and for being here and for supporting me. Thanks for enjoying Milestones. I can't wait to share the complete collection with you. And if you have any questions or comments or need to get a hold of me, you can contact me day and night through my website. Thank you so much for being here. And until next time, I'm Derek Nelson. Thanks for tuning in.